Hey folks, Sinow here, and welcome back to another daily challenge video for Slay the Spire. Today though, it's Insanity again. For some reason, the day that I decided to record another daily challenge, it just happened to be the Insanity mod again. But this time it's the Silent, which is kind of interesting. The other modifiers are diverse, so I actually start with 2 cards from the Ironclad. And binary, I only get to choose between 2 cards for every reward. But you know what? We won't need that. We're gonna be fine. Let's just jump right in there and see what happens, eh? Some new music going on. So we got, what Ironclad cards did we get there? Havoc and Fire. Oh my god. Talk about, Havoc isn't terrible, but talk about a pair of stinkers right there. Fucking hell. Oh, fire breathing sucks. And like last time, we have an absolute mess of cards here. Wish I could sort them. Quite a lot of eviscerates going on. Storm of Steel, very awkward to play. Oh god. Oh, this is just... ugh. Well, wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. So, last time I kind of just went for a victory. This time I'm gonna try my best to go for a somewhat decent score by picking up a couple of elites. I believe along the way would be the best way of doing that. So, let's see, what can I do here? Maybe... go for like that elite, and then this elite, and then that elite. But that's like no healing. I'm not so sure about that one. I might need some healing. You know what? Fortune favors the bold. If I fail today's run because I went for too many elites, then at least I'll go down in history as someone who tried. You know? Okay, so it may have actually been worth me playing choke there. I might have been able to finish this off with a choke. Let's go for the quick slash. Glass knife, there you go. Dunzo. I don't think there's that many poison cards on the deck, to be honest. Although there are a load of catalysts, which is really awkward. That's very awkward indeed. Yeah, there's more kind of like a discard setup with the eviscerates than there is poison, so I'm gonna skip that. Alright, what have we got here? Ugh. These double backstabs, though. Pretty tasty, huh? Okay, well, Havoc made me play Reflex, which obviously wasn't ideal there. So what I want to do here is play Choke, and then Neutralize, and I have 1. Easy. Underhanded Strike. Oh, they've changed Underhanded Strike. Deal 8 damage if you discarded a card this turn, gain 2 energy. That is absolutely different. They've just changed this for this build. In fact, I tried to record last night and I think it was still the old system. Wow. That's really interesting, actually. Oh, I love how you never really know what's going to happen in this game. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do this. Easy. Dagger Spray or Reflex? Maybe another Dagger Spray would be nice. Do I really need more cards though? Let's just skip for now. Actually. I kind of want to go for a discard build. It's just... Reflex is not the most reliable way of achieving that, so I should skip that. Find some potions, a block, and a poison. That's actually really underwhelming, but oh well. I don't know why I'm just... That changed to Underhanded Strike is going to make discard decks a lot better for the Silent, I think, which is going to be really interesting. This is the type of things that excite me nowadays in this game. So he's at 12. Can get rid of you with 2 backstabs. If I use a poison and a heal hook, I'm just under, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Actually, I didn't really need to use the poison there, but hopefully I'll get a better potion anyway. Let's see, Havoc, Escape Plan, Slice, there we go. And he'll die. There's a regen potion, much better. Blur, I don't really have enough defense for Blur, if I'm being honest. So, I'm not so sure about that, although I do like Blur a lot. I think Blur is a very good card. I just... maybe with like footwork and stuff. Or cloak and dagger. I think cloak and dagger is actually a bit more reliable in this situation. Alright. We got Lagavulin. We got the boy. Let's see what I draw here. Yeah, I could go for a pretty heavy damage turn here. Usually I like to try and apply debuffs or buffs to myself before I get started with these fights, but that's so much damage to be doing on the first turn that it's kind of worth it, I think. Let's play Havoc. It was Catalyst. That's really bad for us. There's Terror, at least. Ooh. I guess Defend and Block Potion here is the best choice. Alrighty. Let's do 1 expertise now. Tools of the Trade will be nice for this deck. I'm quite happy about that. I think that's going to be a good one to constantly keep discarding cards. I wonder if it's always the same seed for the cards you get in this mode, or if it changes. Like, if you guys do this challenge today, let me know if you got the same cards I did. You know what I mean? Like, if your list looks very similar to this and you had these 2 eviscerates and stuff, or if it's like completely randomized. I'd be curious to know that. Okay, so he doesn't have weakness, unfortunately. Underhanded Strike does cost 2 now, though. Interesting. Let's outmaneuver for the next turn. Okay, what are we discarding here? I can't see us playing 1,000 cuts. Can't see that being a thing that happens. I can't see us using Storm of Steel, so I'll discard that. Let's use Footwork. And then I think I'll Phantasmal Killer for next turn and hope for the best. That's a lot of damage to take, but I mean, what was I gonna do, you know? Okay. We're not gonna need that. Eviscerate now costs 3. So, that's the KO. Vajra, start of each combat, you gain a strength. Excellent. I'm happy with that. Dash as well. Good shout. Good shout. Upgrade a card. Let's try and obtain a relic. We got normality, but whenever you discard a card, you gain 3 block. Delicious. I haven't been able to play a discard deck for a long time as the Silent, and I really like the archetype, so I'm pretty happy actually. And backstab you, glass knife you. Sorry, sometimes when I'm thinking really hard, I forget to actually commentate about what I'm doing. I just play cards. Whoops. So here you go. Look, the little shield gremlin can actually attack if he's up against the corner. God bless him. Poor little boy. It's a scary world out there when all your brothers have been killed off. He's trying his best. The weird pink little man that he is. Another cloak and dagger, I'll take that. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP, you draw 3 cards in a combat. It's not a bad thing. It's not something that I'd really go for in a relic. It's more like, oh, that's nice kind of card. Let's try Acrobatics. Just get rid of this Prepared. I can't be bothered with it. Flechettes. Oh, it's only 2 skills I have at the moment, though. It was a bit of a waste, wasn't it? I didn't really play that correctly, did I? Blade Dance. 2 shivs. I was building up there for the finisher, but I accidentally run out of energy. But I've done so much damage to him that it actually kind of doesn't matter. I would have probably got the KO though if I paid more attention and I played that turn correctly. Not like a dingus even. Alright, Piercing Will here. He's only going to do 4 and I'll get the KO next turn. So all in all, not bad. I'd take that. There we go. Flechettes is a card that I never play. And I'm kind of wondering if this will be the run that allows me to experiment with it to see if it's good or not. And that's what I really want in this mode. I want to know about cards. I want to be forced to play cards that I wouldn't usually do. Okay, unfortunately we can't play Blind and Ornamental Fan. Blind is a top tier card, but when you have 58 cards in your deck, it's probably not going to get drawn as often as you would like, so I'll take the Fan, because we're attacking a lot. Spoiler alert, if you have an absolute shit ton of cards, adding more cards to your deck isn't that important. Shocking, I know. And I also want to get the dagger throw here because I get rewarded for discarding a lot with these bandages. So if I use glass knife here, oh, you know what? Let's just go for it. Whatever. Like, let's just get in there. What's the point of being like, well, let me use my 200 IQ galaxy brain to try and work out the optimal setup for blah, 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 blah. Just get on with it. I actually could have set up Masterful Stab there, but by not setting up Masterful Stab... Actually... I'm trying to think. There's a way to do this turn where I get to use lots of good cards. If I discard Finisher here. So Eviscerate costs 1 now, but so does Blade Dance. So I didn't really work that out correctly, but whatever. Doesn't matter. There probably was a way to do that turn better, but am I going to be punished for it? The answer is no. I doubt it very much. Okay, a little bit. Whatever. Actually, no. I'm good. Okay. Envenom would be a nice power to get, because I am using lots of little attacks here. Again, I'm doing that weird thing that I did for the last Insanity Challenge, where I'm just adding loads of cards to the deck, and I don't know why. Could just kill him this turn. The best way to prevent taking any damage is just kill everything. Like so. Perfect. Ninja Scroll, start each combat with 3 shivs in hand. Very nice. I don't know if Burst is a very good choice for this deck. There isn't really a lot of skills that I would want to play twice. You know what I mean? There's some, but like there's a lot of things like Expertise that I'm not really going to be using. Maybe for like drawing and stuff. I'm not sure. That might be a bit of a waste. Until I get 4 energy for sure. Hey! A little bit of money from the Fortune Goblin. Alrighty. Do you think I could do the Hexaghost without healing? Yeah, surely. There's only one little Hexaghost, right? What do I want to upgrade? I'm guessing Underhanded Strike goes to... Oh, it goes up to 12 damage. Okay. That's not really what I expected, but alright. Fair dues. Fair dues indeed. I think something like Footwork. Nah, I'll go for Neutralize, I guess. Again. Mind you... Do I have any other ways to apply weakness? It's not great for me to I mean, weakness is still a good upgrade, don't get me wrong. I think Phantasmal Killer would be nice. The problem is that Neutralize is an amazing upgrade when your deck is small because you're gonna keep playing it and you're gonna keep shuffling it into your hand, right? But in this situation... Oh, this is weird. In this situation, I'm not going to be playing Neutralize a lot because there's too many cards, right? Oh, I should have played Underhanded Strike. I'm an idiot. I was thinking, oh, use Envenom, then attack, but I don't have enough energy for that. Dingus. Oh well. Let's do this. Lesson learned. I would have got a free attack off there. So they've basically made it do a very similar function. The new Underhanded Strike, it's just that it works probably in a slightly more logical way now. Piercing Whale is an obvious choice here. 0 times 6. Let's do Outmaneuver and Phantasmal Killer, so that the next turn is going to be banging. And we've completely negated his big attack there, so this is going to be very easy for us. Let's get rid of Heal Hook. Start off with a choke. Could be, let's burst acrobatics. We already have the block that we need, to be honest, so here we go. Flechettes would only do 10. But we got a couple of extra attacks off there for free, and Eviscerate's only 1 energy. It does tons of damage now. That's the kind of moments where I think Burst could still be useful for me. I don't really want to play Catalyst, even though it's beginning to have some use for me. Maybe if we quick slash here, we'd get something better. Although I can't see us drawing another block card. Maybe we should just go for Eviscerate. We're going to fully heal anyway. Yeah, let's just go for Eviscerate. And that Envenom's already doing work, which is really nice. I'm going to discard a card this turn, which means a free underhanded strike, which is cool. It's an interesting little combo now. Glass Knife. Dagger Spray. Double apply the poison. And then Sucker Punch. That's us in lethal range. Excellent. Nice, easy boss fight there. Nightmare or Bullet Time? Sorry, excuse me while I shift around in my chair and I think about this. We have quite a lot of expensive cards here, although not being able to draw would be a real setback. Nightmare? Is there anything I'd want a Nightmare? Nightmare and Catalyst is an okay combo for stacking up poison. You know what? The theme of this deck is absolute chaos, so why not? This is an easy choice. Snekowai, my friends. Absolutely. This deck is about to pop off. This is going to be great. Alright, unfortunately we got the old music for Zone 2. The new music for Zone 2 is great. I love it. Leave a comment if you like the new music for Zone 2. Like, comment, subscribe, and rate, and add to favorites. Put it on your fridge. Put this video on your fridge if you like the new music for Zone 2. Just do it. Unfortunately, it does nerf the backstab opening. It's the only real criticism I have here. Like, the shivs are still free, luckily. Because of just the way it works, but it's a bit unfortunate. Let's do this. So we draw lots of cards. Oh, we got a free Glass Knife and a free Outmaneuver. Let's go! You're dead. And I guess we could just play a backstab. Yeah, I think a backstab is a bit more reliable here. It gives us more blocks, so we're good. That Ornamental Fan is going to be great. Okay. If I Venom and I Nightmare the Catalyst, it doesn't have any poison, but once I start to apply poison, I can make it go up really quickly. That might be alright. Because, like, watch this. Okay, so now she's got 3, pardon me. If I Catalyst, goes up to 6. Catalyst again, goes up to 12. Catalyst again, goes up to 24. Now we have lethal. It's something that I actually worked out in another video. A video where I made a really bad mistake at the end, so I wasn't sure if I was going to upload it, but I think I might upload it now. You'll see on the channel whether or not I decide to. Where I basically did the Nightmare Catalyst combo, and that's when I realized it was good. It was kind of like a nice moment where I lost the run, but I learned something as a result. That's always an important thing in life. Always be learning. ABL. That's my strategy for this game. Okay. I think either Tools of the Trade or Infinite Blades. Let's do Tools of the Trade. Because we're rewarded, like I said, quite a lot for having that discard. It works out really well for us, so let's try it. Get rid of Corpse Explosion because it's absolutely bloody useless, isn't it? I don't think there's really a way for me to end. Is it every card I play? No. Okay. So let's just do this. Whatever. We've got him on the ropes. We've got plenty of block. Don't have to worry about it. And like, yeah, sure, whatever. Get rid of Nightmare. Last life. Bye-bye. I think Backflip's going to be a good one for us, so we can draw more cards. Like with the Ironclad, I need to draw, especially now with Snake Eye as well. Basically, draw cards equals win for me. A lot of the time. The more cards I draw, the more chance I have of getting things for low cost, and also the more chance I have of playing very cheap attacks and getting block and blah blah blah. So, that is the goal, that's the dream. Let's make it a reality. Let's make it a meme. You're dead. You're very dead. It's kind of a weird hand this turn. I guess I could go for something like 1,000 cuts. Welcome Dagger for Shiv. Shiv again. And then go for Storm of Steel. Which counts as discards, by the way, Storm of Steel. And then for every Shiv, I'm also adding 1,000 cuts damage. This is a very fun daily. I'm having a great time. I'm just chimping out with my Shivs. Absolutely chimping out. Add a card. Reflex is quite good for me, actually, overall. And I will get rid of a poison potion for an energy potion any day of the week. Any day. Not a problem. Alrighty, here we go. Regret and neutralize. No, thank you. Regret and deadly poison. Neutralize and neutralize. Easy. I'll take that. Tactician would be great for me. Yes! Let's actually go! So Tactician gives you energy when you discard it. When you upgrade it, it gives you 2 energy. Very nice card to have in a discard deck, which I'm kind of building into. It's like a weird mixture between Shivs and discard this. Alright, Flechette's here. It won't get any better than what I have at the moment, but it is 3 energy, so fuck that. For lack of a better phrasing, fuck that. I ain't about that noise. No, thank you. That's a dead bird. It's important to make those birds land to stop them from buffing and also to get proper damage out on them. Okay. I'm very bad at this fight against this guy. I have a tendency to use my skills like crazy and then end up drawing a million dazed cards. But you know, we have a larger deck size than usual, so I'm not punished as much for for using skills. He's going to do 27 damage this turn. Here's an idea. And Storm of Steel, which will discard all of these and give me tons of block as a result. And then by attacking a lot, we make the Ornamental Fan proc and we get full block. Now that's the type, I really like decks like this, where you aren't just playing high block cards, although I do like high block card decks as well. A deck where you have to sort of use your smarts to build up block through like more interesting ways. I always think those are very fun decks to play, you know? Let's do Tools of the Trade and dash. So we have the full block and we're gonna have a free discard next turn, which is always a good one. Get rid of that. Havoc. Played Flechettes. Very nice. Discard your hand and draw that many cards would be excellent for us. So let's do that. Alrighty, this is quite a difficult combat. Not the easiest, so we're gonna have to try our best. You usually want to get rid of the slaver at the back because he will use that attack where he debuffs you where you can't attack for a turn, and that really slows you down and makes it very difficult. You kind of don't want to be sitting there unable to attack for a turn, you know? It's the last thing you need. We're going to take a boatload of damage here, but there isn't really much I can do about it apart from playing energy potions. If there's one thing I'd recommend, Zone 2, don't just sit there with your potions getting killed off by combats. Don't do it. If you can attack things, if you can use your potions and get like a lot of benefit from it, absolutely go for it. Highly guarantee. If we do Cloak and Dagger here and then use the Shiv, we got up to 14 blocks. So that's full block and we got one of them killed on turn 1. That's an excellent way to do this fight. We're very much ahead of the curve, so to speak. Could go for like a Piercing Wail to just kind of negate the damage for this turn. That's a very weak turn, but I'm not terribly upset by it. All things considered, I'm pretty happy about that. Prepared for 3 energy is not getting played, so that can go. Let's do Phantasmal Killer and a free dodge and roll. And then I think I'm going to calculate gamble this. Okay, there's a free Eviscerate. Let's get the Terror down first. Another calculated gamble, that's crazy. And it gives us more energy because of Tactician, so yeah, sure, why not? Okay, Glass Knife for the KO, and we have more than enough block for this guy. So we're doing well. And we have the Phantasmal Killer this turn, so we're going to want to do tons of damage, if possible. There we go. Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply a poison, apply an additional 1 poison. Unfortunately, that's a terrible relic for us. All things, pardon me, considered. But hey, you can't win them all, can you? What do I want to do here? What do I want to upgrade? Maybe something like Tactician for extra energy, or Envenom, so I can always play it would be good. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because of Snecko Eye. Let's make Calculated Gamble not Exhaust, because I could see myself using that quite a lot. Hopefully, though, it won't always come up as like a 3 energy card for me because of Snecko Eye, but we'll see. Speaking of Snecko himself, the lovely green boy that he is, I'd really like something like Shuriken or Kunai. If I could get a Shuriken or Kunai at the shop, it's GG, baby. It's GG, baby, baby, baby. Telling you. Don't even worry about it. Let's burst the next skill I play, which I think will be Cloak and Dagger. Easily got enough block there. Okay, well. I don't really need to use an energy potion and try that Calculated Gamble. I've got this fight under wraps anyway. It's easy. There isn't a way for me to discard a card to make Underhanded Strike playable, but it was 0 cost anyway, so it doesn't matter. There we go. That's interesting, actually, that Snecko, not sorry, if Underhanded Strike, if it costs 0, even if you don't get the discard for the extra energy, you can just play it. Something to bear in mind. Dead Branch. Whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. Are you kidding me? Video game? This is a great draw. Holy shit. Every time I use a Shiv now, it's going to exhaust and give me some random crap. That's brilliant. Let's actually fucking go, my friends. Let's burst this prepared. And then, oh, pardon me. Get rid of this glass knife, it's too expensive. So eviscerate is 0 now, 0 cost. Backstab for KO. And it exhausts, so we get a random card. Let's Storm of Steel. Storm of Steel is going to be amazing for this deck because now exhaust random card. The only problem is the random card doesn't get the Snecko Skull effect. Like, these cards are coming up for me as they would have cost by default, which is unfortunate. They're added to the deck, sure, but do you know what I mean? Let's use Distraction twice. Okay. Piercing Wail, so he basically does nothing this turn. Easy. Easy money. Expertise into the Eviscerate. Very nice. Did I discard a card this turn? I don't think I did, actually. It may have been good if I had played Terror earlier. Let's do a really big malaise, though. Into Endless Agony, apparently. Into well-laid plans, apparently. God, I love this deck. This is great. I'll keep Leg Sweep just in case, although I can't really see it being that necessary. Flechettes would do 20 here. And then dash for the KO. Very nice. A Strength Potion. We absolutely want that. Maybe instead of energy. And, ooh, if I upgrade After Image, it becomes innate, which means I'd get it at the start of every combat. I don't think innate means you draw it. I think it just is in your hand, which is really nice. Ooh, Bag of Marbles is actually a really nice pickup here, because we're doing lots on the first turn. It's every time, it feels. So I think I'm actually quite happy about that. These cards are usually great, but because of Snecko, they might not, you know, be drawn for that amount. Let's take Leg Sweep and Footwork, though, because the only real way we can lose this now is if we don't get our defenses up somehow. Although we are using Discard for that, really, but I'd feel safer, you know? Okay, let me think about this. I think I have to use Piercing Wail here. There's not really much choices there. Although I maybe should have used the shivs first to see what I got. That little dingus is dead. And we can start on the Gremlin Wizard as well. I'd usually use a potion for this combat, but my deck is so kind of weirdly aggressive that sometimes it's just fine. I don't have to worry about it. I have 5 skills here for 25 damage. That's crazy. Question is, can I kill this Gremlin Wizard and use Flechettes on the big one? Here's a weird idea. Let's burst Nightmare and then use Nightmare on the 0-cost Cloak and Dagger and just copy it a lot. Bear with me here, folks. This is going to be a wild one. Oh, a Catalyst. That's a bit of a waste, unfortunately. Here it comes! So now we got 1,000,000 Cloak and Daggers. I'm going to use them all now. All for 0 cost as well. Get rid of him because he's too crazy. And every time I use a Shiv, I'm drawing a random card. Which is kind of interesting. I think you'll agree. Oh, if I had a little bit more space there, I could have got both the shivs and killed them off for sure. That was a misplay. Put the glass knife in you. I think I'll put deadly poison in you. You absolutely have to keep up the minion killing in this fight. You don't want to run out of minion killing. Because he wastes turns if there's no minions and he can't buff them. Oh, weirdly enough though, he's actually just attacking this turn, which is quite unusual for him. Oh, damn, we didn't draw anything. It was like free cost, you know what I mean? I'm getting it quite a lot of damage, a little bit of block at least from the fan, but oh, this is quite nasty. This isn't what I wanted at all. Let's see if I can play this next turn. Ouch. It's not really great, is it? Okay, 0 cost terror. Absolutely needs to be played. Riddle with holes. 6 damage 5 times would be 30. Am I feeling squirty with 30? I can't remember if I've discarded this. I don't think I have. This isn't a great spread here. Everything's too expensive. Question is, yeah, no, you know what? I'll go for this. And then Sucker Punch. Let's keep this calculated gamble just in case the next turn is an absolute shit show and I just need tons of block. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use it for the block. And then I'm going to prepare that normality out of my life. And Eviscerate. We'll do 10 damage here. This is 27. Oh, I'm going to take a lot of damage here. If I use a strength potion though, not ideal, but I'd rather not take the HP damage before the boss. Really. Ginger, I can no longer become weakened. That's going to be nice. These are the only type of cards I'm not really going for here, unfortunately. I'm going to take this opportunity to upgrade After Image, so it's innate. I think that's going to be really useful actually, because I'm playing loads of cards every turn. Oh, I think I found this out in a previous run and I just forgot. It's still worth playing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was a previous run where I found out that it gets shuffled. It like counts as me drawing it, even though it's innate. That's very annoying. That's very annoying indeed. Ah, there we go. Nice first turn though. I hope I get to draw like a really good, whatchamacallit, a really good potion before the boss, just to help me out. Although the boss will be fine. I'm not worried about the boss really. Might as well use Catalyst here, huh? She's not weakened. No, I don't really know what to do here. I guess Flechettes. And luckily, unfortunately, the Silent doesn't really have any cards that like you can get HP back from if you just like happen to draw them, which is a shame. Let's take Expertise Plus. And I think I'll need to rest here. Am I dreaming of an underhanded strike, perhaps? Because this boy can still be a little bit tricky. I don't want to take him too lightly. Okay, and Venom's going to be great. It's a shame that we can't play that After Image right now, but go hard or go home. The Snecko Skull is going to help me a lot. Backstab. And then Sucker Punch to make him weak. And I'll play Doppelganger. Okay, well, not ideal, but we're already applying a lot of poison to him. That's going to be great. Let's put Choke on him. And Acrobatics that Normality out of my hand, because it's terrible for me in this deck. Oh, 1,000 Cuts would be great for me. I'm going to take it. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and play it. Because 1,000 Cuts is going to be great, and then we can prepare the Tactician for, like, basically card mill and more energy, which makes Eviscerate free. Applying more poison. And every 3 attacks we play, we gain 4 block. Unfortunately, Distraction won't help with that, but we will get Alchemize on the go for an extra little card. He's going to use a debuff on us this turn, so I'll actually drink that. That was a nice little... See, these are the kind of moments where I really like the Silent, when you're thinking on your feet and you have to do lots of different things. Sometimes the silent, I've had a criticism of this in the past, sometimes the silent can feel a little bit like cards that are just good. You're just playing cards that are good rather than like thinking a lot about it. This is more about like, I haven't really made like a really tight archetype, so to speak, as I've just kind of made a deck full of effects that are pinging off each other. And it can be fun when you get like really big combo turns, but it's very different from the Ironclad, which is much more about building into an archetype, I would say, or like splashing two archetypes together, which I kind of slightly prefer as a play style, just personally. That's just me though. There's no point in applying 1 week, so let's just doppelganger. Whatever. Does that make sense? I hope so. Some of you out there probably have very different opinions, but I just find that with the silent, a lot of the time it's just like, oh look, good cards, you know? If we Piercing Will here, it would really help. It's just really unfortunate that it's currently 3 energy though. But I don't really trust myself to get the cards that I need here. Oh, that burst would have been great a minute ago. Whatever, I'll just use Alchemize. Alchemize will help for the next floor. I won't really need it against this guy, I don't think. I'm going to win this, I think. Like, if that was his big attack and I managed to fairly handle it, I ain't worried. I ain't worried. I ain't scared. Come at me, bro. And let's go for the big discards. Big come from this play. Playing these shifts so fast the game can hardly keep up. Accuracy may have been nice to actually think about before I went crazy there, but don't worry about it. We've definitely got KO range, plus fire breathing, which is a very underwhelming card, although it does work a lot better for the silent, I would say. Adrenaline, don't even have to think about it. S plus tier card there. Adrenaline, and I would quite happily take a Cursed Key for more energy. They'd be on, ooh. Time Eater. If I can get an Envenom off so I can apply lots of poison every turn, I think that would be the best solution to this impending problem that I'll have with the Time Eater. As before, I would like to do lots of elites. There's a nice little elite heavy path coming up. I kind of want to see what I can get from the shops, although I only have 255, so it's kind of a gamble. Let's burst the adrenaline. Tons of energy. And then I think I'll use the shivs now to just see what I get. Okay, I want to use 1000 cuts, I think. Sooner rather than later. It's not every day that you nearly end this fight on turn 1, huh? That was great. What a great turn. What a great deck. Who knew the answer to the silent was to just have a shit zillion cards? Huh? Infinite Blades is usually very nice for this deck, but not with the way things are going at the moment. You actually get quite a lot of Caltrops damage on this boss. He does a lot of multi-hit attacks, weirdly enough. But unfortunately, I really want to use a strength potion when I fight him. I don't think I really want to use the bronze scales. Let's see if I can get a bit more money from this fight. And I think either 1000 cuts or Envenom is going to be good here. ¿Por qué no los dos? Actually, now that I think about it. Let's just get rid of him. I don't want to think about it. Just get rid of him. Much easier. You know, they've really made the dailies quite fun now. I'm happy. A lot of the dailies before were like super mega awesome hard, and I think that was supposed to appeal to certain people who find this game very easy, but I think they've definitely tried to make it a bit more kind of fun and less kind of punitive for the sake of it. And don't get me wrong, I like a challenge in this game, but I do see why not just making it balls to the wall hard for the sake of it might be a bit more fun for most people. If I corpse explosion now. They did. Regen potion. Prepared and out. Prepared is great, but you know, time machine coming up here. Like a hot tub time machine coming up. It's gonna be a problem. Ooh. Yes, I would take Apotheosis. Absolutely. That's definitely worth it, I think. Alright, we gotta be careful here. Some spiky boys with some opinions coming up. Let's do that, even though it costs an excruciating 3 energy there. I'm gonna have to use Calculated Gamble, aren't I? To get the block that I need. Oh, double Calculated Gamble. That's a weird one. Let's try it out. I could have used Backstab though, to be fair. Alright. Now that we have so much block, maybe we can get the spike down while we have the chance, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna struggle a lot trying to get rid of those spiky boys. Put their strength down so they ain't doing damage to me this turn, and then especially with Storm Steel. Can get rid of this. Oh, if I had the energy for finisher. Can you imagine? This would be the tastiest finisher I've ever done in my life. In fact, you know what? For the meme, 7 times 12. 8 times 12. Oh wait, he wasn't weakened there. Whoops. Oh well. I just had to do it. I just had to do it. You know I had to do it to him. This Nightmare chose the trade. I can't get rid of that normality, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to just eviscerate. Oh, I wanted to play around a little bit more there. Sucker Punch might be nice for me, because we don't have very reliable ways to keep weakness on the boss, which is probably going to be terrible for me, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, let's get the combo set up. Havoc. See if I get lucky. Dagger Spray. Not a bad thing to get from a Havoc. Concentrate. Discard 3 cards. Gain 2 energy. I want a Piercing Wail here. Let's do the shivs first to see what I get. Okay. Not great. But if I do this, it's more energy than I could possibly have needed, but I think I was like overly safe this turn, to be fair. Oh, double footwork. Hello. If I can get like double footwork or whatever against the boss, it's going to make it a lot easier for me. That's going to be fun. Something crazy like that. It's going to be good for me. See what the shivs give me. I love how shivs now are kind of like a weird, almost like a draw card with the way that this deck works. It's really fun that basically whenever I use a shiv, I'm like, let's see what happens, you know? God, I love this game. It really is such a good game, isn't it? I don't think I can overstate how much I think this game is great. There's just so many fun effects that work together, and it's like really well balanced, I think, as well. Overall, an A+++ game. Very happy it's in our lives here. I'm sure everybody watching this video agrees with me on that one. Oh, zero cost backstab. The way God intended it. Into the glass knife. Paper crane, enemies with weak deal 50% less damage rather than 25. The strongest relic in the game. I'll take a calculated gamble plus, thank you very much. Unfortunately, don't need that regen potion, but whatever. So let's go here. That was supposed to be an elite fight. Didn't even feel like it, did it? What would we like to make better? What's going to be really worth us making? I don't really think... Well, there's no point in upgrading Apotheosis, is there? Adrenaline, giving me 2 energy would be really nice. Making Burst have 1 upgraded Shiv. Oh, it's just a bit more damage, isn't it? I mean, it's alright, but... Can make Infinite Blades innate, but unfortunately innate is a lie. The innate is a lie. I'd really like to use Catalyst as triple if I do get the chance to poison. In fact, I don't want to get to actually that or 1,000 cuts. Mind you, 1,000 cuts. If I get this early, I'll want to be able to do 2 damage to it every time. And I can save Catalyst with... Like, I'm more likely to play Catalyst after I draw Apotheosis at least once than I am if I get like an early 1,000 cuts. I'd want to play it right then and there. And having it do 2 rather than 1 is a surprising upgrade, I'll tell you now. I should have bursted that. These do 11 now because of the way slow works. 12. I don't think I played that turn correctly. That was a bit of a mess. I actually should have used the energy potion and used finisher there, I think. He tried to weaken me, didn't work. Which is cool. If I play Catalyst for 0, it still counts as me playing a card, and I get to draw another one. Okay, the second after image might be quite nice. Remember that every time you use a card in this guy, the ability of slow makes it so he takes 10% more damage. Unfortunately though, I'm kind of not really doing much with it. Okay, 5 times 5, 12 times 5. I'm gonna use Glass Knife first. And now Flechettes will do 13 times 5, very nice. And let's play Doppelganger for next turn. So we have a little bit more energy and 1 extra card draw. Very nice. Okay, so Choke first of all. Footwork. Acrobatic. Get rid of that 3 cost burst. Ooh, Apotheosis for 1. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's do a quick slash. I guess I'm just gonna go for the dash here. It's not great, is it? I didn't use the piercing wheel there. Maybe I should have actually, just for the sake of it. Actually, I should have, shouldn't I? Whoops. Okay, fire breathing. Might as well. It's gonna be a kind of boring turn, I think, this. Should have done that the other way around, I think. Heel hook into the glass knives, whatever. I think this guy's not going to be a problem for me. I'm overthinking it. Let's get those shivs on the go. See what they give me. So there's Choke. And Prepared for 0 is nice, and we can reflex here to draw more. Underhanded Strike. Well, we have discarded this turn, so I got 2 energy back from that, which puts me back up to 4. And because it didn't cost any energy, it was actually a gain overall. So that's really nice the way that works now, actually. And then I think Eviscerate will kill him. Yeah. Letter Opener. When you play 3 skills, you deal 5 damage to all enemies. It's like a small boon for me. Small boon. These elites are so easy. Oddly smooth stone. You start off with +1 dexterity. That's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. There's no way for me to discard normality this turn. So let's just get rid of those annoying guys so I don't take any damage here. That's important. Don't want to be taking unnecessary damage now, do I? So all out attack into Sucker Punch maybe on him. Oh, I didn't realize I had so much energy there, idiot. What are you, fucking stupid? Burst this dodge and roll, I guess. And the letter opener. Oh, I should have used choke at the start of this turn. Sinow, come on. Think a little bit ahead. I sometimes find in video games that I'm more of a kind of reactionary player than a pre-actionary player. Sometimes I'm very good at reacting to things that the enemy does rather than like thinking ahead. Specifically in Final Fantasy XIV, I went a healing class that's all about applying shields before you take damage, and I think it took me a little while for it to click because I'm quite good at reacting in games at the last minute and being like, oh, you're doing something? Right, let me change. Which makes me good at like fighting games where you have to play as like characters that parry and stuff. But it takes me a little while to be more pre-actionary. But then you could say being proactive just requires more game knowledge in general, right? Oh, an Eviscerate for one's quite nice. And then, well, neutralize and heal hook. I'll just use heal hook because it does more damage. And then neutralize, I guess. Like, fire breathing does such a small effect. Even on the silent, I'm getting like really underwhelming bonuses there, which is a real shame. Alright, let me think. Underhanded Strike now basically costs 1 energy for me. How about 1,000 cuts, Envenom, and then calculated... Maybe calculated gamble? Yeah. Into Glass Knife on the orb to get rid of it, and then Flechettes on you. And now we're applying poison. Great. Right at the end of the fight. Fantastic. I basically just need to use Storm of Steel, and that's it, done. Just get out of here. Alright. Die, and Backstab. Both of these are good cards, but not really popping off for me here. This fight again, huh? This fight can be very tough in the normal game, I find. But right now, it's easy. Don't worry about it. Again, I want to play the shows first to see what I get. The second Orb Walker's having a terrible time with all the choking going on. Choking the life out of him. Choking the wife out of him. So if I play... I'd have to play 4 more cards this turn. Nah, I'll just get rid of them. Sometimes you gotta play around yourself and think, I'm probably gonna get confused, so I'm not gonna do that. And we'll double that meager poison. 9 damage. I mean, I wouldn't say no. You know, it ain't so bad. It's still good, it's still good. Actually, maybe just play footwork here. And a useless prepared, unfortunately, but whatever. We have plenty of block, that's the important part. That is indeed the important part. Okay. I don't know if I can get the kill off this turn, but let's just do it next turn, huh? Well, there's Bane. There we go. Torii E, whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. I'm not sure if that's going to be terribly useful. We'll have to see. Terror plus. I already have a terror though, right? I probably won't need more than one. Nah, I've already got terror. Don't worry about it. I'm worried that that normality is gonna come sneaking in during a crucial turn and bite me in the ass. I maybe should have gotten rid of it earlier. Making adrenaline better would be nice. Upgrading that calculate gamble. I'm trying to think. What am I likely to want to use early on in the fight if I get it? Before I have a chance to use apotheosis on it. That's kind of the mindset here for upgrading. Like, what am I likely to have to use before I get a chance to use apotheosis and upgrade everything? You know what I mean? Or like, yeah, so something like footwork. I'm not going to want to sit there and wait for it. I'm going to want to use it ASAP. So embrace madness. You receive 2 madness and lose 9 HP, or become cursed but heal. Well, both of these are terrible for me. Really? I guess I'll just take the madness. Ugh. Lose all gold and gain a relic. Well, I mean, I'm not going to get any more shops, am I? So I might as well, huh? And we've got another smith. You know what? I'm going to go in with full health. It just feels right. You know it feels right. Going in with less health, it's like you're sandbagging. You're asking to be KO'd. First turn apotheosis. Let's go. I might play after image first, though. Let's not be crazy. Into footwork. These shivs aren't great for me, so I need to be careful. I gotta play high value card. Oh, use your strength potion, dingus. Careful, Sinow. Yeah, I don't want these shivs on my deck. I want to see what else I can get. And then unload, I guess. He's already about to proc his first Gubruga. I actually would rather proc it this turn where I know I can block rather than next turn. So let's use the energy potion. You could nightmare this outmaneuver and have like a shit zillion energy. But then it's quite a liability. Because next turn, yes, I can play all of these outmaneuvers, but after that, things get dicey. I could get rid of a backstab here for 27 damage. Now let's use outmaneuver next turn. It's quite a lot of energy to get. Easy, easy, totally blocked. And we have a lot of extra defenses coming in, so we are sitting pretty, folks. These shivs have a lot of value for me, very thankfully. Finisher, lots of damage, and then I'm going to calculate a gamble to get my block up. See, usually you'd be like, oh, what a great turn for madness, but I don't really need it. Might as well use the damage from Dash Plus, though, yeah? Okay, I've only got 2 cards next turn. Might have actually been better for me to proc the change that turn. This is kind of this is gonna do a lot of damage to me, and I don't have any way to block it. So yeah, I think I misplayed this. I should have procced it last turn. Let's get Chose of the Trade on the go. I just totally fucked up my score there by taking damage. I could have easily prevented that last time. That's really dumb of me. Very dumb indeed. I could have easily had way more points if I made that last turn invulnerable for me. What an idiot. I'm taking damage this turn anyway now, it looks like. But I'm doing quite a lot of damage to him, which is good. I'm getting a little bit sloppy here. I gotta be careful. I'm doing that thing that I usually do against the final boss where I get a little bit cocky. I gotta be a little bit more wary than that. Choose 2 cards to discard. It's quite a lot. These 2, I guess. I didn't get Venom off like I thought I might, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, 11. Oh, Normality just got drawn there. Oh, Normality fucked me! It's as the prophecies foretold. Normality fucked me. What am I gonna do this turn now? Fuck. Well, at least I got a pretty tasty block off there, but still, jeez. I actually might lose this because of that Normality turn. Okay, Envenom, I guess. Get the shivs out. We're applying quite a lot of poison here, at least. Might help me out. Okay, 48 this turn. Get Decay away. Can I even survive this? I cannot believe I'm going to lose this boss because of my misplays at the end there. Okay, Piercing Wail. If we burst that, he's going to lose a lot. He's down to 30. If I Sucker Punch, he's down to 15. Okay, we're okay. We're still alive, but we only have 2 cards next turn, and he's getting kind of nasty. 6 times 3 is a very unfortunate 18. How can I get some block here? Dagger Throw into discard. Shit. There's nothing else I can do. I think I might as well just use like Terror on him. Or Catalyst. Both of them might have been good ideas. Oh, fuck. This is going to be a close one. Unnecessarily close one, dare I say. Okay, get the weakness on the go. Start shivving. Grand Finale. Oh, that'll happen with 91 cards in the deck. Great. Love it. Okay, we've applied a lot of weakness on him now, so I think we're good. Phew. I was looking dicey for a minute there, though. God damn. I don't think... Did I kill any bosses without taking damage? I'm not sure. It's not a very high score. 951 is pretty crap. But hey, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun watching as well. Quite a few elites killed. Collector. Have 4 copies of any non-starter card. Deck size of at least 50. I should have went up to 100, actually. Champion. Defeat an elite without taking damage. That happened 4 times for me. And of course combo, because the amount of times I played like a billion cards in one turn. 951, that's what I managed to get. There might not be a lot of time after I upload this to see if you can beat me. But if you did today's daily... Where am I? My score was 951, which puts me about 606. If you decide to do this daily yourself, or if you've already done this daily and you're watching this video, let me know how it went for you. You probably did better than I did. And let me know your strategy as well. Until next time, I hope you have better luck than I did. Take care. This has been Sinow, and see you next time.